Hello everybody, RTG here, and today I'm here with another video. Now, this is a continued version of my two other videos, which if you haven't seen, you should probably go watch them, because those videos, they're gonna tie into this. You don't have to, you could try to find ways to tie this into your own code, but I try to, add some code beforehand, just so if people actually follow my things, they'll be able to, add what they already have into their own code, instead of having to, try to find ways to put it into their own code. So that's why I decided to make hitboxes, and I showed my way of making a platformer. If you haven't seen those videos, you probably should. Hitboxes and hitboxes are crucial for animation, because if you don't have hitboxes, it could mess everything up. Trust me. I tried whilst I was trying to find out how to make an animation, it kept on messing up so much until I realized the character I was using had a hitbox of its own. So I put that in, and everything was fixed instantly. Today, this is the final episode. I may add on other things. I'm currently trying to find out how to actually wall jump, but enough of that. Let's get straight into the animation tutorial. So the first thing we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to go to variables, and we're gonna have to make a new variable called frame and make it for this sprite only. Then we're gonna grab a one green flag clicked, set frame to whatever number the costume is for your last animate run sprite. So for me, for Griffetch's character, he has 16 run sprites. And since 16 is the last one, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set frame to 16. But if there were only like 10 walk things before it went back in a loop and did another cycle, you would set it to 10. But for me, I'm just gonna set it to 16. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a forever loop, a repeat until block, and I'm gonna grab a repeat until costume number equals frame. And then, whilst that's happening, I'm gonna make it so it's next costume. And so once it reaches 16, it's gonna stop like that. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to switch costume to the first run. So now, whenever it's done, it will switch it to run 1, and then it will do the loop again. So now it's just constantly running without stopping. And that's bad. We need it to stop. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna make it so we're gonna change both of these into if-elses. Before we do anything though, we're gonna have to go to the costumes, go to the last sprite, and we're gonna have to paint a costume. And we're gonna have to put it right after our last sprite. So since my last sprite is run 6, my last costume is run 16, I'm gonna put an empty costume after that, right? Trust me, it's really dumb, but it for some reason you need this, otherwise it's gonna be glitchy. And then what you're gonna need to do, I'm gonna guess if you have jump or fall animation, you're probably gonna put it after. But if not, and you just have the stand animation after that, what you're gonna need to do, you're gonna need to change it to switch costume. So let's say it was just stand here, right? You would just switch costume to costume 1. For some reason, every time you do it, it goes a frame forward. So, since, this fall is right before stand for me, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch it to fall, and as you can see, now he's standing. And trust me, my fall animation is not my stand animation, I swear. Well now, since we have the movement and we're able to stop, but the thing is, if you want to add jump animation, this is I think this would be way easier if you followed my previous videos. If you haven't, that's okay. You could still try to find ways to implement this into your own like code. You would just, I don't know if it would be complicated or not. What we're gonna need to do, right? Well, we're gonna have to take this out. We're gonna stop it. We're gonna get another if else, and we're gonna grab the y variable. If y is greater than 0, then switch costume. Now this is where it comes in handy. It's gonna be really confusing here. Switch costume to costume 1, because that's the one right before my jump one. That's the costume right before my jump animation. And then we can duplicate this and put this here. And change this to if y is less than 0, switch costume to jump 1. Else, switch costume to fall. Now if we add all of this here, we jump and fall. We jump and fall. We jump and fall. We fall. It's really good. So the reason why we do this is because when we jump, y variable is greater than 0, so it goes to 14, and whilst it's falling, it will go to a negative number. So it will go from what the y will do is when I jump, it will be at 14, and whilst falling, it will turn into negative 14, and then go to 0. And since it does that, what we're able to detect when it's falling and whenever it's jumping, just by the y level, which is why I prefer this a lot more. But that's the basics of this. So this is the last video. I made the other two just so this video would be way easier to understand. If you haven't seen them, I will link them both in the end credits here. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If anything is buggy, please let me know in the comments. I will try to let you know what you can do. But other than that, I will see you all in the next one. Bye!